Dude, I'm gonna fire up the wrestling game. You're gonna it's so funny.
What do you guys think? Should we do subscription-only content and it's just Dylan playing WWE games on N64 all the time? Finish him!
Come on.
Pin!
2.
We're picking up Dylan's car. It's loud now. I haven't driven it yet since the frame got raised and the new exhaust went in and it got a proper alignment and it has good rear shocks. So I think I drove that car in like the worst setup it's been in and I still loved it. So I'm actually really excited to drive it in such a good setup. And this might be one of the last times the car even gets driven before kind of going into its next version. So yeah, we're gonna head over to Reid's place and then bring the car back here to our shop because starting this weekend we're gonna start digging into the car a little bit. Wheels, fenders, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it should be pretty sweet. Dude, it's so good. Without exaggerating, that's now like a core car memory for me. That was like one of the most enjoyable drives of my entire life. It sounds insane. It feels so much faster. Honestly, I kind of just like threw caution to the wind a little bit there and just drove the balls out of it because it just felt incredible. Like it just, some of the things about that car that I thought were just the way the car was before, it's not. It's like it needed stiffer front springs, it needed shocks in the rear, it needed an actual fucking alignment. And now that it has those things, plus the most mental exhaust I've ever heard in my life, it actually drives really, really well. And because it drives well and it sounds incredible, you want to just drive it as hard as you can to hear all the sounds that it can make. Yeah, really enjoyable drive. Like, thank you for letting me rip it back. It's like, it's so cool to see how far this car's progressed, and like, also just knowing that like it's nowhere near the end goal yet is so cool. So like everybody who's watching this video, like you're in for a real treat if you like this car, because it's just gonna keep getting better.
All right, today's the day. We are doing cookie front bumper, L-type front fenders. So like those fenders, the new front end. So we're gonna rip apart this whole front end, take the fenders off, take the bumper off, take the headlights off, and then try and test fit all the other stuff. Hopefully these wheels fit under the new fenders. Yeah, that's our plan today. We're just gonna try and make this whole front end look a lot better and shittier at the same time. All right, Jake went to go get Tim Hortons, so I'm gonna take this 7,000 mil out and put this 300 mil I bought from Reid's Laurel. I think it'll look a lot better.
All right, we're taking the fenders off, and then we're gonna take the front bumper off. But right now, we just need to locate where all the hardware is. Thankfully, we've got local Toyota Sleek Supra expert here. So he hides. He's hiding. He doesn't want anybody to know. Don't bother this guy. Even like we have all the hardware off for the fender. We just need to figure out how to get the fender off. Yeah. Like what direction it needs to move. Also, this car was painted with like the fenders on it, not all separately at one point. So like there's like paint holding everything together too.
It's bonded.
So yeah, everything's bonded. So even with all the hardware out, it kind of feels like it's still fixed in place. And I can feel it with my fingers. Oh, it just broke clean off. But that's fine, it's just tape.
Yeah, exactly. That's fine, we'll just tape it back on.
All right, Dylan is on a mission to go and get a light bulb. So he's gone and I'm filming now. So we got the front bumper off. We didn't film that because it's boring as hell. And if you are a fan of our channel, you probably watched the episode where we took the front bumper off this car the first time. It's actually really funny because we got Jake and Sandra here and then me, and that's who took the bumper off the first time around. So the nightmare continues.
Original team bumper.
Yeah, original bumper hand team. Jake, what do you think? What do you think, Buffy? That's a handless.
That is a bumper in hand.
No, it's a handless bumper. Now it's a bumper in hand.
That is a bumper in hand, baby.
But yeah, the good thing about having the bumper off is it should make our lives a lot easier now with getting these fenders off because everything hardware-wise is removed. Jake also taught me this. He put masking tape here because he's way smarter than I am. And we're gonna use that to line up the new fenders with where the old fenders sat because the old fenders obviously sit really flush. I didn't think about that. I'm the type of person where I would just put the new fenders on and fucked with it for 3 hours to try and get it straight. But all the hardware is removed. There's 2 bolts under there. There's like 6 bolts across the top. There's the 2 there that connect to the front bumper, and then there's 1 behind the door. And now all that's been released. Currently, it's just gravity and goodwill that's holding the fenders on the car. But yeah, we're gonna take them off. Fender in hand. That's the fender off the car. We didn't film it either because we're doing it. But it's off, which is good. I'm now on focus, which is even funnier. And yeah, I'm gonna go put this on the ground and then we're gonna go have a nightmare doing the other side. All right, some of you might be wondering why we're bitching and complaining so much about like all the hardware that's on the front end of this car, but we'll show you. Here's a real demonstration of like just to get the front bumper off.
Grab the bag, Jake.
Yeah, and to get, so yeah, 2 fenders and the bumper. It's all this hardware. Plus this bag of hardware, which is just cooked. Like it's, yeah, like that's all headlight. Like that's all for the 2 headlight surrounds. And then one of these is fender, which I think is this one. That's all fender, yeah. And then this is all bumper.
This is amazing.
It's pretty cooked.
We should just keep wrecking Supras and then collect all the Toyota hardware, you know?
Dude,
good for the bolt bin, right?
We should become a competitor to Pack Bolt, but just by breaking down Toyota Supras.
I'm pretty stoked. I think Jake is working on tucking up this wiring harness because it was like currently sitting underneath like this. And now we're gonna tuck it up to here so the wheel doesn't rub on it. But we still have to test if the fender fits over this or not.
All that was holding this fender on was paint. That's so fucking cooked.
That hit. Ow!
You good?
Yeah, that hit me in the, like in the nose and almost hit me in the eye. I'm glad I closed my eyes.
Okay.
Fender. We got, yeah, we made the wiring harness not dangle or droop, which is good because when we pulled the other fender off and looked, the tire was rubbing very, 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 very close to where this harness was. So yeah, this fits nicely now, and we already test fitted it with the new fender and it clears, which is good. So Jake's just doing it on the other side, and I'm gonna install this fender on the car.
As you can see, we made progress getting the front end apart, but we weren't able to put the other front end on because the fenders were hitting the tires because they're so aggressive. We weren't able to turn anymore after putting the fenders on. So we wanted to keep the car mobile. We just left it all off. My friend Sam came over later that night and I had already brought my camera home. So I didn't have my camera and we were just addressing some rust that was on the rocker. We were just hitting it with the wire wheel and stuff, just trying to see where's good metal and where's not. And it escalated really quickly.
$1,000. I know what I got, dude.
It was a little bit worse than I thought, and we ended up cutting a giant hole inside of the car to get rid of all the rust. So that's kind of what we're working on tonight. I'll show you what happened. Yeah, here's the state of things right now. Yeah, a little bit more rust than I thought, but that's okay. It's a 40-year-old car. But yeah, let's pull it in. Let's get it ready for Sam because he's going to be fixing this. I'm not a welder and I'm not a body guy. So there's a lot of things on this car that I've had to call in favors from other people because I don't have that skill set and I don't really feel like totaling this car, trying to play around with things that I don't know how to do.
Put that on, then I'll fit it and I'll just tack my bits here, and then we'll do all this ball bolts.
Just listen to every single Dave Blunt song that exists. What's going on, Sam?
How you doing, bro?
Do you like Dave Blunt? Have you been listening to Dave Blunt? Do you know who Dave Blunt is?
My Spotify Wrapped's actually just Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
All top 5 slots, Sabrina Carpenter.
There's like one song for Chappelle Roan though.
Dylan got me CC Lemon. It's the only thing left on earth to motivate me is CC Lemons, so thank you, Dylan. What you've just seen is how far we've gotten with Dylan's car here, and we were kind of on the fence as to like whether or not we'd sit on this footage and make a longer video, or if we put this out for you guys to watch as you are right now. But in the end, we decided, you know, it's the winter time, there's not a ton of stuff going on, and we just don't want to leave you guys hanging for a week, so digging into that rust is just taking a little bit longer than we thought it would, because of course, you know, we're fabricating panels to get in place there. It's a lot of touch and go. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Hopefully you're enjoying seeing this progress get made on Dylan's car. We're really excited about what's coming next because it's some pretty profound steps coming. You know, we're getting the front end is going to be fully reassembled. Those front fenders are going to have to get rolled to fit the wheels. Hopefully we'll be able to test fit the new wheels on the car at some point soon here, and then digging into the back of the car and cutting out those arches that the fender flares used to cover, and then building these custom arches with these super sweet metal fenders here. So yeah, it'll be it's a lot of work, you know. Like there's a lot left to get this car to where we want it to be, but instead of just making one mega video and showing you, you know, like from start to finish, we're just going to cut it up into pieces and show you where we get as we get there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. You know, we really appreciate all of your guys' positive comments, hitting like, making sure you're subscribed to the channel, and sharing these videos with your friends. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. We got a couple more videos set up to come out before the end of 2024 here, and we're hoping to go into 2025 and do some fun stuff. So thanks for watching the video, guys. We'll see you in the next one.